Spain is home of the siesta. The siesta, and I'm a nap taker, so and I've always felt shame about napping. I'm like, oh, I'm lazy. But now I realize I'm Spanish. Ole. I wish I was Spanish, right? Because then I would have like one of those long last names, where it's like a combination of the mother and the father's last name. So my name would be Jim Gaffigan. Gaffigan. This man is an idiot. He is not the siesta. So of course it's no longer practical, but I do admire how the Spanish still have pride in the siesta. The siesta, we came up with that. That was our idea, to do nothing. That is our thing. Traditionally it's from 2 to 5 p.m., right? Seems like the idea of someone who has a massive hangover. It's like, hey, you know that time, like, from lunch to dinner? What if we took a nap? What if we took some aspirin and napped? We could do that. Of course, there are benefits of a siesta, right? People are more alert. It improves your memory. You get a couple hours where you're not groped. I think it's interesting how the Spanish, you guys defend the siesta. Like there's a justification. They're like, well, the siesta, our lunch is the most important meal. I'm like, it shouldn't take 3 hours. That is the hottest part of the day. I'm like, well, there is air conditioning. I mean, just not in Spain, but there is air conditioning. I've been in Spain in July, and I feel like you guys are undecided about air conditioning. You're like, do we need air conditioning? I mean, the roads are melting, but do we need it? We'll deal with that mañana. Yeah, we don't need to figure that out right now. This guy's a jerk. It's supposed to be a short nap, right? It's supposed to be just 20 minutes. Short nap. Everything's small here. Small nap, small food, small cars. You guys can't commit to anything. But I love Spain. It's a little louder here, a little noisier. It's very loud. And I'm an American. I come from New York City. I have 5 young children. And it's quieter there. It's like, I don't know if this entire country is filled with deaf people, but I see you sit across from each other and yell at each other. I'm like, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Apparently because of the noise, the news that smoking is bad for you hasn't come up here. Maybe someone should yell that out. I feel like you guys are smoking like it's actually good for you. You're like, yeah, you work out, I'm smoking. Woo, woo. Nailing it. Speaking of loud noises, I saw flamenco, which was so impressive. And I tell you, after like 10 minutes, I was like, I've seen enough. It was truly impressive. It was very impressive. But there's all the clapping and the stomping and the snapping. It's like a competition who can make the most noise. It's like, what about this? What if I did this? I wouldn't even have to open my mouth. It's very sensual flamenco. Halfway through the show, I got pregnant. It was... No smiling, though, right? Always... It's like, all I can think is they're like, my feet hurt. My feet really hurt from that. Flamenco. So different from fado, the Portuguese fado. I love talking about Portugal and Spain because the Spanish are always like, where's that? I'm like, it's next door. Is that one of the autonomous regions? No, it's not. It's a whole other country. But fado is different, like flamenco is energetic and loud and almost angry, whereas fado is sad and melancholic. It's sad, it's very fado, which means fate. It's like, and the Portuguese love it. It's like a whole country that's really into the band The Cure. They love it. Fado, which means fate. Fado, it sounds like a guy. It's like, I saw Fado. He seems depressed. He was so sad, which means longing, but it sounds like how a drunk person would say, so sad. I saw Fado, he was sad. Very sad. Yes, son. That doesn't make sense. But it's interesting, similar to flamenco, there's like dinner theaters of fado. I don't know how that would even start. It was like, hey, Grandma, you know that song about Grandpa drowning? What if we sang it at the restaurant? Because, when you eat, you want a sad song. Have you decided? Yeah, I'm gonna have the cod, and can I have the song about missing Lisbon? That sounds great. Valencia, I started my tour in Valencia, and I had paella in Valencia. Well, I ordered it, it never showed up. How long are you supposed to wait for food in Spain? Like, do Spanish waiters think people in restaurants don't want to be bothered? It was like, it took 2 hours for the paella in Valencia. To be fair, they probably had to grow the rice. And then they had to cook it on that pan the size of a manhole cover. Like, does the paella pan have to be that big? Here's your paella, it's bigger than your table. I don't know. Valencia, they're very purist about their paella. Very pure. That is not paella. That is not paella. And wherever you go to eat paella is the wrong place. I would never go there. I would never go there. You're like, have you been there? No, I've never been there. You have to eat paella at lunch too, right? Like if you eat it at dinner, that is not paella. Paella is only at lunch. This guy's impression of Valencians is way off. There's some debate about the origins of paella, right? Some people think it's from Catalonia, and some people think it's from Valencia, and they're different styles, right? In Catalonia, the paella has like all the sea monsters mixed in with the rice, with like a witch's wooden handle storing it. And then in Valencia, they have like delicious things like snails and rabbit and other roadkill. But who was the first to overcook rice? We don't know. We don't know. And sadly, we may never know. We may never know. Valencia, I had horchata, I don't know. Horchata, which is this refreshing white liquid that after I drank it, they were like, that's made from tiger nuts. I didn't know there were tigers here. And they're like, no, it's a nut that looks like a tiger's nut. Doesn't make me feel better. Valencia, they have the fallas, right? The fallas, it's a festival honoring St. Joseph, and how they honor him is they dress up in old-timey clothes and burn things. Because nothing says culture more than lighting things on fire. Hey, you know how Hitler burned a lot of books? What if we did that of images of people that are still alive? we could do that. You know how like they protest in the Middle East? What if we did that as a festival? There's also in Valencia, there's the Tomatina, right? The Tomatina, which is a festival, which is just a tomato fight. And I was like, I asked, I was like, did this start? Like, was there a saint that was killed by tomatoes, or Saint Tomato of Bob or something? And they're like, no, it was just an old guy threw a tomato and we turned it into a festival. I'm like, is that how all festivals start here? It's like, you know what? I tripped on the way here. Let's turn that into a party. We can do that as a party. Everything can be a party.